I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I don't know what to say, but I am amazed at the degree of decadence in our society. The level of decadence in our society. I just did a video on the need for national reorientation about Nigerians thinking that they can do rituals and then they will get rich. When I was growing up in the early 60s, there were things you did not do. If you went to steal somebody else's cassava, I'm not talking about gleaning. You went there and harvested somebody else's cassava or yams, and you were caught. You will be paraded in the streets of the town, and they will know you as a thief. And the song composers will use your name to compose a song. And during every annual festival, they will use your name to sing. If you are from Ogieme, particularly my family was very well known for dancing the Uge dance. My brother, though I call him Uncle, Tuesday Abiwai, was a very wonderful dancer. They will use you to sing and be dancing that song, that dance. And so your children's children will know the misbehavior that you caused. I went to Akpa Mbato. As I was driving from Ovom to Akpa Mbato, I saw a woman with a skirt, or is it underwear she wore, with snail shells on her body and so many things. She carried what she stole, and the other women were parading her along the express road, the road then that led from Ogbohill to Azumini. That was 1986. That was the tradition in that setting. If you stole a woman, or you even did something abominable, it sounds undemocratic, sounds primitive, but that was the abhorrence that our society had for theft, criminality, and evil. In those days in Nigeria, if you committed some kind of evil, maybe you slept with your daughter, you did one thing that is against the custom, you were banished from the town. They will banish you. You just lead you to the outskirts of the town and send you away. Sometimes there was miscarriage of justice, but that showed that we abhorred some things. There is another one in Yoruba language called Emohunimu, Emunimu. Nobody will greet you. Nobody will buy from you. You can't buy from any person. In those days, matchboxes were not very common. So you went to usually we'll go and take coals of fire from another man's kitchen to light your own. In those days, if they put that sanction on you, you can't go and take fire from another person's kitchen. and you will know the consequences of going against the rules in the society. There was somebody, an honorable man, that misbehaved in a Western nation. He behaved very badly in a Western nation. All the Yoruba people in that country decided they won't call him. He won't. If he calls, you don't answer him. He won't relate with people until he repented of his act. Those were the kind of values we had. In our secondary schools, wow, we had values. If it was siesta, you dare not make noise. Government college, you dare not cross lawns. You dare not cross lawns. You dare not go late. And if you were the one serving food, the class 2 boy, then we had up to class 5 and then lower 6 and upper 6. The class 2 boy would dish out the meals. The plates were a very thick aluminum plates with very heavy brass spoons, very heavy cutleries. So the class 2 boy would dish out the meals. The class 1 boy would serve the meals. The process was such that you gave the plate nearest to the person sitting there. And if there's something called killing. Killing is when you dish a disproportionately large amount of food on the plate nearest, into the plate nearest to you, so that you are sure you will get it. That is called killing at government college usually. There's another thing called construction. So you can kill thinking that that plate will come to you because you have served it disproportionately large. The class 1 boy will now construct it in such a way that he will give you a smaller one and drag that bigger one to himself. That is called construction. And we stood against such things. They will make fun of you if you are constructing or you are killing. And so we had values inculcated in us in our schools. In fact, we were discouraged from memorizing, because if you wrote the same thing with another person similar to another person, you might be sanctioned. Those were the values we grew up with. So I don't rush for anything. If I can't get it now, I will get it later. You don't bring anything that is not your own to my parents' house. We are poor. But if it is not your own, and then from my father, I learned not to owe. If you borrow, you pay. People valued integrity and reputation. But right from the Civil War, military intervention, this recent political dispensation, all our value systems became corrupted. The corruption was there, minimally, but our value systems became corrupted. It's affecting our children, our wives, fathers, traditional rulers, all kinds. Our judiciary is rotting. In those days, you dare not give bribe to a military man. You dare not. Today, only God knows. So from the village level to the community level, whether we have townships now or not, there are community leaders in these townships. There are street chairmen, there are estate chairpersons, there are local government chairpersons, we must start to emphasize values that we hold dear. In those days in Aba, you can't dress anyhow as a girl and go into Ariaria market. You will regret ever dressing like that. Ariaria market in particular. You will regret ever dressing stupidly to that market. But today, anything goes. No nation develops without a value system. The value system starts from the family to the community, to the county, to the local government, to the country. We are a dysfunctional society without values. The earlier we trace our steps, the better for us. We are continuing as if nothing is happening. We are like a driver with the smell of the clutch plate and disc suffusing the whole vehicle. He's thinking that he can still accelerate with it. It will back up. I believe in one Nigeria. I prefer a united Nigeria. I prefer it to the wars of balkanization, of breaking up, because it pays no man any good. The same elite will be the beneficiaries. The poor will suffer the most. But I believe this nation can still be changed. It's still redeemable. But with this class of politicians, this class of judiciary, this class of policemen, even the military, it's difficult. It's difficult. We speak because we care. We speak because we are affected. We speak because we are afraid of the future for our grandchildren. I was driving past somewhere and I was telling the person carrying me that my greatest fear is when my daughter-in-law will come, my daughters-in-law will come from Europe, my grandchildren will come from Europe and see filth, refuse everywhere, chaos everywhere. How would I explain that to them? Particularly my grandchildren. How would I explain that to them? How would they take us seriously? There is a great need to call ourselves to order. What we are seeing is like a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I'll be in the UK from on the 14th to the 1st of May. I'm doing a tour. I would like to meet with my subscribers and those who follow me. I'll be in London. I'll be in Manchester. I will celebrate my 66th birthday in Glasgow. I also want to visit Ireland and Cardiff. If you are in these cities and you want to host your friend Dr. Charles Apoki, send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. It's an opportunity for us to meet one-on-one. Can ask questions, can discuss about investment opportunities in Nigeria, how I have managed to stay here, and I love this country. I love this country. I love this country. I love this country. The number to send to again +234 80 21 21 92 62. We have properties for sale, and we'll have a webinar coming up in April, managing provocation in marriage, ministry, business, and the workplace. The number again, +234 80 21 21 92 62. God bless you.